Welcome, my friends, to my 2023 4th of July show, where I introduced the lineup for the 2024 New Year's Eve Pollen contest. Here we go. Well, first let me get into the ones we have going right now. We have the 2023 New Year's Eve Pollen going right now, and it's a mid-season. I just signed up another pollen thoner, obviously for indoors, number 110. I don't actually have 110 growers in. I probably have about 90 in. I saved a couple of the numbers for people that had real nice entries last year that didn't get in it this year. I tried to hold off as long as I possibly could, and I still have other numbers I'm saving for them. And of course, the Jordan and Peyton numbers, number 23 and 34, I don't give out. I'm only going to give those out to the family. You know, me being from Chicago, you know, the Jordan and the Peyton numbers are big numbers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Eventually I'm going to have to raffle them off or give them out to some sports fan that actually grows. But anyhow, the lineup that all my growers are growing right now is, okay, these are the female plants that you're working with in the random pollination. It's Fabulous 5, Blueberry Schmear, Ginger Z, Baby Seal, and Girl Fight. And the males that pollinated those 5 females in a random pollination were Chum Valley Kush, Blueberry Muffin, Granddaddy Perp, and Gorilla Cake. And it's hard to keep males. You know, you see males, and a lot of people get rid of them, you know, because they just want to grow female seeds. I understand that. But the real breeders hang on to their male plants, especially if they have something that's good. And you know, they've done their research where they, you know, they breed them. First of all, the only way you can really go with a male is structure and smell. And that's really the only way you can do it, unless you're in the lab and you can do lab tests. And of course I can't do that. You know, I'm old school. I'm not going to do that kind of shit. I'd like to, but you know, I'm not going to do it. But you know, the males I have are proven, so I'm hanging on to them. And actually, in this year's contest, I only have 3 males. But anyhow, let's get to the lineup. Oh, hey, Lou Malnati's pizza, my favorite. I think I might have one today. I haven't had a lose in a while. We'll get into that on, you know, my health issues later. But the lineup for this year, for 2024 New Year's Eve Pollen is Fabulous 5. I'm, you know, always going to lead off with Fabulous 5 because that's my girl. In fact, here she is right here, Fabulous 5. And by the way, this is Ginger Z. But the lineup is Fabulous 5, Night Fighter. I'm going back with Navy Seal. I'm going with a new one I call Bella. Now, Bella is a Bellatary Kush out of Ohio. I actually got the male plant from a guy named Dan Maloney. I don't know if you know Dan. Dan is, you know, he's a grower, and he's a soil expert now. I mean, he went to school for that, and you know, he likes to rejuvenate soil and keep everything pure. But anyhow, I went and got the male from Dan about 2 years ago. I met him at his house. You know, he wanted to get rid of the male, and you know, I was interested, so I had the male. I bred it with my Fabulous 5, and so this is what it produced. And I named the plant Bella. And my kids did a test on it, and you know, they actually absolutely loved it. So Bella's in this year. And my last one is a brand new one I call fail safe. That's right, fail safe. For all you young people who don't know what fail safe means, look it up. But the reason I call it that is it can't miss. It's a Granddaddy Purps. It's my blueberry schmear, and then the mail that went into that is a blueberry muffin from Humble Seeds, and it's fail safe. I mean, it has to be a beauty, but it's growing. And anyhow, let me get into the males that I'm going to. I'm only using 3 males this year. I'm using my Chambeli Kush, I'm using my Gorilla Cake, and I'm going back with the Tropicana Punch. I like that those combinations. My my Night Nurse, which I love, I really don't have it anymore. You know, he did his work. He did it well. But this is the lineup that I have now that I'm able to keep. And here in Illinois, you can only have 5 plants. And if you've ever seen the pictures of the males that I get the pollen from, they're all very, very small. You know, in case the cops come in. Fuck, the cops come in, I'm just gonna go back to jail and get myself a little nice 13-inch color TV and relax. Don't have to worry about bills or anything. But anyhow, I've been fasting this year. I'm fasting. I'm always trying to do something, you know, health-wise. You know, I'm looking at 68 this year, and over the past couple years, I've had some problems. You know, you know, I don't have any problems compared to other people my age or people a little older or a little younger that are really sick, that have cancer, and you know, all kinds of other things. But I decided to go on a fast again, where I fast for 18 hours and then I eat for 6 hours. And sometimes I only eat for a few hours and then I fast for 20 hours. But I feel a lot better. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel much better. And I'm doing a little bit of keto. You know, I was doing all carbs. I had a fucking diet. I was doing all carbs. I was listening to these guys that were doctors, and they said, don't eat any meat, this and that. So I was doing that for like a year. I was just eating fucking carbs. Well, I'm a borderline diabetic now. I mean, I'm not full-blown type 2, but I'm trying to reverse it. And this keto diet has really helped me out. But, you know, enough of that. But, no, I have to also mention this. I'm off all my blood pressure medicine. I was on blood pressure medicine for 11 years. 8 pills a day. 8 fucking pills a day. 4 twice a day. And I'm having heart palpitations, whatever the fuck you call it, where I'm going into the hospital, you know, I think I'm having a heart attack. One day I had like 50 of them, and it was like, it was hard to explain. It was like over here, and it was like my muscles were contracting, not in my heart, but around, you know, in my rib cage. Well, I went to the hospital anyhow. They said I didn't have a heart attack, this and that. But as soon as I went off my fucking blood pressure medicine, my blood pressure kind of normaled out. I'm anywhere between 125 and 135 on top. And I feel much better. I'm fucking much better. And I think it has something to do with the fasting. And anyhow, yeah, I'm not going to get into that too much. But anyhow, I'm doing the show today in my backyard. This is my pickleball dink court that I thought I could have built by today. I started it today. I got a slab here of cement, and I was going to put the board up there, but it's a little more complicated than I thought. I can't dig into the dirt because of all the roots for the trees, so I gotta figure something else out. But that's another thing I'm doing. I'm playing pickleball. Now, you know, I'm a golfer, and I've only been out 1 time this year. I'm kind of hooked on this pickleball game because it kind of gets me in shape, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. But anyhow, I'm not gonna go on and on about this. I'm gonna save all that for the New Year's Eve show with the co-host. Actually, I'm going to her fish fry in August, so maybe I'll report from there a little something. You know, that, you know, if you saw my New Year's Eve show last year, there was this lady there gave me a big giant hug. That it got me going. I think something moved, but we'll see what happens this year. But anyhow, that's the show. That's the lineup for this year. I appreciate everybody growing my genetics, especially in a random pollination. And I wish everyone good health throughout the years. I read all your posts. I hang in there with you on everything, all your family matters that you post. And I really appreciate you growing my genetics. It's I love it. Okay, that's the show. I'll see you New Year's Eve.